Amazon's pricing algorithm is still adjusting your price right now, and the FTC can't stop it. Your screen shows one number. Amazon's system logged a different one 3 seconds ago. The Federal Trade Commission opened a full investigation in 2019. They found the evidence, wrote the report, and closed the inquiry without action. The algorithm never stopped. Tonight, we go inside the system Amazon hoped you'd never see. Here's the official story. Amazon calls it dynamic pricing, a neutral tool that monitors competitor prices, adjusts for demand, and optimizes for efficiency. The company has publicly stated its prices shift up to 2.5 million times per day. They call that a gift to the consumer. You always see the best available price, they say. That's been the company line since the system was first deployed internally in 2016 and quietly expanded in 2019. What Amazon doesn't say is what the system is actually optimizing for. It isn't the lowest price. It never was. The 2019 expansion introduced a variable that had nothing to do with competitors at all. It had to do with you specifically. The system ingests your browsing history, your purchase cadence, your device type, your zip code, and your Prime membership status. It cross-references those signals against what Amazon's internal teams call a willingness-to-pay score, a persistent identifier tied to your account that updates in real time. If you've searched for a product 3 times without buying, your score shifts. If you're browsing on a MacBook instead of a budget Android, your score shifts. If your zip code reports above median household income, your score shifts. And the price on that product page reflects your score, not the market. This isn't theory. Former Amazon engineers described this system to ProPublica. Internal patents for behavioral pricing segmentation were filed between 2018 and 2021. The audit trail exists. The telemetry handshake between your session data and the pricing engine runs on every page load. The number you see is not the number your neighbor sees. In 2019, the FTC began receiving complaints. Researchers at Northeastern University published data showing price variations on Amazon that couldn't be explained by supply or demand. The FTC contacted Amazon. Amazon cooperated selectively, handing over aggregate pricing logs and calling the matter resolved. No fine was issued, no injunction, no requirement to disclose personalized pricing to any consumer. The inquiry closed. Between 2020 and 2022, attorneys general in 6 states opened their own investigations. Amazon settled 2 of them quietly without admitting the system existed. The settlements were sealed. No press release, no public disclosure. The algorithm ran through every single day of every single legal proceeding, and it's still running. Here's the part nobody reported. The FTC already knew the full scope and couldn't act. Because of a legal architecture Amazon built carefully over years. Dynamic pricing is not illegal in the United States. No federal statute prohibits charging different consumers different prices for identical goods, as long as the differentiation isn't based on a protected class, race, gender, religion. Amazon's system doesn't use those signals directly. It uses proxies. Zip code correlates with race at 94% accuracy, according to MIT research from 2021. Device type correlates with income. Purchase cadence correlates with economic precarity. Amazon's algorithm uses every one of those proxies, and none of them trigger federal civil rights law. The FTC knew this. The legal gap is documented in their own 2022 Consumer Protection Report. They called for Congress to close it. Congress did nothing. Meanwhile, the 2019 expansion added more than willingness-to-pay scoring. It added a persistence layer. Your score doesn't reset when you clear your cookies. It doesn't reset when you log out. It's tied to device fingerprint data, your screen resolution, your browser font set, your typing cadence, signals that survive every privacy tool you know how to use. You can delete your history. You can run a VPN. You can clear every cookie on your machine. The next time you open Amazon, the system already knows who you are. The telemetry handshake takes 11 milliseconds, and it's still running. Think about what that means right now. Every product you searched this week, every item sitting in your cart, Every price you saw and assumed was fair, that number wasn't set for the market. It was set for your score, for the profile Amazon has been building since the day you created your account. The average American household spends $1,400 a year on Amazon. Behavioral economists at Carnegie Mellon estimated in 2023 that personalized pricing extracts between 7% and 14% of additional consumer spend. That's up to $196 per household per year. Invisible, without consent, without a single sentence in Amazon's terms of service that tells you the price on your screen belongs only to you. The regulators saw it. Researchers documented it. Engineers who built it described it on the record. None of it stopped the system. So here is the question no congressional committee has bothered to ask on the record. Amazon generated roughly $469 billion in net product sales in 2023. If 7% of that came from behavioral pricing capture, that's $32 billion taken from consumers who never knew they were being priced individually. Someone approved the 2019 expansion. Someone signed off on the persistence layer, and after 6 state investigations, 2 sealed settlements and a closed FTC inquiry, that person's name is still not public. Why?